Well, I want to first thank everybody for coming out today. Everyone knows that Vangie Williams is my candidate of choice for the 1st Congressional District. So we are about, 20 days? 19 days.
Today's over 18.
Yeah, 19 days to the election, and I wanted to make sure that I invited all of my friends out to hear Vangie, to help motivate us to do the work on this last push. So she's here today to talk to you if you haven't decided that she's your candidate of choice as well, to try to earn your vote. And then we also have some of her campaign people here to talk to us also about getting out the vote and what does that mean and how we can help her to talk to our neighbors and our friends and our co-workers and people, even if we don't like them, to get out and vote. Well, for get out the vote, it's just, especially if you have a candidate of choice or an issue that that's important to you, you just go out and you talk to your neighbors and knock on doors and just try to talk to them about what's important to them and then maybe persuade them about your candidate. You may make phone calls. If you're making phone calls for a candidate, you call people and ask them, if they plan on voting, did they have a candidate in mind that they were going to vote for? And if they didn't, then you can talk about your candidate. Or you can do get out to vote, where you're just encouraging people to make sure they go out to vote, make sure they have a plan for voting. Like, what are you going to do? Election day is coming up on November 6th. Do you have a plan? Do you know when you're going to go vote? Are you going to go vote before you go to work or after you go to work? But just talking to them about what they plan to do for that day. And it's like, if you don't have a plan, do you have a ride to get there? Do you need help? And stuff like that. So
We have to do better. We have to make sure we take care of people in this community. That's why I'm running for Congress. But I need your help. And I'm glad you're here. Kim is a force to be reckoned with. Kim has watched out for candidates across the district. And this is where you all come in. See this wonderful young lady here? Augusta is my field organizer. She is the boss in charge of volunteers, coordinating walks, phone calls, phone banking. Okay, she does a lot. I could be here all night. I have Bill, him and my husband, I call them the sign guys. I get text messages. I saw Bill and Glenn. Oh, they're everywhere. Of course, we have Julian. He is one of our field organizers, and he is, along with Copper, Stafford, and Sarah. Organizers for Stafford, one of 10 for the district. Next to Tim Kaine's campaign, we actually may have beat him. We have the second largest field staff or campaign staff, which means it costs money. We have, Stacy, I was like, where did she go? Stacy and Kim. Now, if you all have not heard the terms Vangelinas, those two are two of the original Vangelinas who knocked on 10,000 doors the last 6 weeks of the campaign. It was 4 of them.
This was prior to the primary.
Prior to the primary. Yes, prior to the primary. No one could have told me that these 4 would have knocked on 10,000 doors. I mean, I knocked on doors and I went through a pair of shoes and I was like, they are crazy. But the thing is, our campaign is about you. And notice the words I keep using, our. This campaign is not my campaign. This is your campaign. This is our campaign. The goal of this campaign is to bring the community together. It doesn't matter what color you represent. It doesn't matter what you think of another party. I'm not running to be the liberal congresswoman. Y'all know you've all heard this before. Or the conservative congresswoman. I'm running to be the people's congresswoman because we, the people, need a representative that represents us all, not just people who agree with them. I'm going to Capitol Hill because we, the people, deserve better than what we've got. So can I get your promise, your commitment, your hours, your tiredness? And Lord, tell me, I know tired, but I want you to bring it all. Get that second leg, knock on doors, make phone calls, phone bank, call me, put your ear to the grind, tell your neighbors, next their family members, the clerk at the 7-Eleven, and trust me, I've talked to every clerk in the district. Every 7-Eleven, Walmart, everywhere you go, you need to make sure they're registered to vote and make sure that they're going to vote.
I know this is the first time that I've actually really have been invested in a campaign or with a candidate, and having someone that I feel really represents my ideals and my beliefs, and wanting someone who I feel I can connect with and think that maybe there'll be some accountability somewhere. So for me, it's really just been going out and meeting people and talking to people and getting them excited about the candidate that I'm excited about.
So while Julian passes out some materials to all of you, I'm going to take a page out of Vangie's book, and I'm going to just quickly tell a story here about a note that we got attached to a $10 money order a few weeks ago. So here's the note that was attached to the money order that arrived in our P.O. box. It said, "Dear Ms. Williams, may your goals for 2018 come to fruition. In 1948, my late mother found her cousin decapitated outside Kilmarnock, Virginia. He was a World War II veteran who was attempting to register African Americans in that county to vote. On her deathbed in 1986, she told me this story and to never miss a vote. Therefore, in memory of my mother, I am sending you a small donation to your campaign. Good luck." So, we cannot overstate the importance of voting and the importance of getting everyone in this district to vote. Now, in this district, we have this problem as Democrats all across the board, is that folks do not vote in midterm elections. It is a huge problem. In Hanover County, we have the highest rate of drop-off that I've ever seen. That's folks voting in the presidential but not in the midterm. It's 60%. Only 40% of people who vote for the Democrat in the presidential come out and vote in the midterm. So here's something else you should know. If we had the same turnout of people that always vote for the Democratic presidential candidate come out in this election, that's more votes than we need to win. So the numbers are here, and the energy is here, and the momentum is here. I'm out in the field, and so is Julian, and I think he can confirm that the energy is high. People are excited, people are ready for a change. This is the year, and this is the candidate. This is the only way we're going to flip this district.
And then I said, Vangie Williams, she looks like me, because I've never gotten a chance to actually see in person and talk to a Black woman who's running for Congress. So I was very inspired, and she caught my attention with her platform.
Get out the vote. You can use, you can do it at your own convenience. You can do it right after work. You can do it for an hour. You can do it for 5 minutes. You can make a couple of calls. If you do go out to vote in your own neighborhood, you can do it when you get home from work and just knock on a couple of doors, right within your own home radius.
Don't give your voice away, because voting is your voice. And in order to make changes in the world, you have to vote.